Tony Hill was one of my closest friends my entire life. He was a real leader in our community about issues of race, gender, ethnicity, exclusion, and he kept that as part of the edge all the time.
We thought that the whole community was important, and we gravitated towards people who were interested in things that had to do with equity and changing the world, changing Santa Cruz for the better.
You know, he was always talking about diversity and inclusiveness, and I think growing up, I was around all different types of people. So it wasn't like he was speaking something in the community and then doing something different in his personal life.
He had his hands in a lot of different things that were important to him because he wanted to really make this community viable and a better place for people to live and welcoming.
So in 2000, I actually went to a training called True Colors, and the presenter was Tony Hill, and I didn't know of him before that. And I was just so inspired, you know, when he shared his story. But it was enough for me to have somebody that I could look up to and really want to follow in his work.
At that time, I was working with foster youth, so we brought in different workshops, and Tony came both as motivational speaker as well as an opportunity to help them see the assets they had in life. So I remember sitting in the back and he was talking about True Color, and I'm like, oh man, what is this True Color thing? But I saw how he was able to connect with young people and just be there with them and kind of have them initially being totally guarded to by the end they were very open, and connecting and having conversation with him was really inspiring.
Tony was on the selection committee up at UCSC for almost 25 years, where they were selecting the keynote every year for the MLK convocation. And when he died, I remember Jeff Rockwell, who was on that committee, came to me with Janet Pilak from the university and said, you know, his death left an absence on this committee, and we want to figure out a way to honor him and his legacy and what he brought to the community, the bridge building, the bringing of diversity, innovative ideas, and social and economic justice, and find people in the community that are doing that. And how do we then support them by bringing that to the community and highlighting them? And UCSC was an amazing collaborative team to help us make it happen and manifest it.
You know, when I heard that it would be sunsetting, it was heartbreaking for me, because I don't ever want Tony Hill's name to be forgotten and his legacy and the work that he has done. To be given an award in the name of Tony Hill with everything that he accomplished and everything that he did, and he never stopped fighting for people's rights and the injustices and standing up for fairness.
He was an avatar, meaning he was a God that came back to help the people, all of us on earth. And I think that he lived his life that way.
But I think Tony would also have an expectation that we, as winners, help create that in our own circles. Then in a lot of ways, the Tony Hill Award is living on.
I have no doubt it's being passed on. The only difference would be, I think, to intentionally celebrate and give credit to Tony, to say, let me tell you a story about this guy and this award that I received, and this is how it transformed me, and I want to help transform you to be a better version of me, because that changed my trajectory, and I hope it does.
He would always sign his letters or emails with esteem. It was important for him to have you feel in esteem. And True Colors was a lot of that. You know, how do I support you being in esteem, in your power, in your strength? So he'd sign off with esteem. So I sign off with esteem.